interesting place. I'm not sure if I did a video on it yet or not, but this time I will. So come along. Hey guys, I just got out of the Colectivo. I bought my ticket. Colectivo is 100 pesos from downtown Tulum to Coba. They actually drop you closer than before. And the entrance here is 210 pesos. 210 pesos to get in. There's no bathrooms in here, so be aware of that. If you need bathrooms, these ones are closed. No, gracias. So 210 pesos to get in. Now I'm gonna rent a bike. Hola, buenas tardes.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Cuchilla. So we're in Coba. And I think I see the bike rental place up ahead. You could walk if you like the walking experience. Definitely walk. Today is actually not too hot, so it could be a good, but to me it's about time. I just want to save a bit of time getting around. So having a bicycle actually is useful. I don't know how much it is. It shouldn't be more than 100 pesos. And try to get a good one because some of these are pretty crappy. Alright, bicycle time. You see them repairing them here. Oh, these guys, they'll cart you around if you want. Like a limo service. Let's see. 80 pesos. There we go. That's what I thought. $80 pesos.
Hola.
¿80 pesos?
Sí.
80.
Está bien.
¿Una?
Sí. $40.
The big one over there. Aquí los medios.
$90. Así es.
Y cualquier bicicleta. Con el boleto lo entrega yo.
¿Cualquiera? Sí. Ok, bicycle time. O que es mejor? Mais grande. Mais bueno. Este.
Sí. Aquí tiene.
Este.
Sí, cualquiera de esos.
¿Cuál es mejor?
Está más cerca.
¿Sí?
Sí.
Always check the tire pressure. Always check the tire pressure. So looks good too. Ooh, that one has good tire pressure. Okay. I think I'm gonna grab this one. Okay, let's go. Hey.
Yeah, you're into playing. Yeah. Good
So this, guys, is the ball court. Typically, this is where they would play their games. And I'm surprised these hoops are still in one piece because they usually get ripped off. But this is the this is where they used to play their the first sort of the first known ball game. I guess the sort of earliest forms of soccer were played here. Anyways, I'm going to take a picture. Here we have one of the, I don't know if it was the entrance or I don't know what's going on. This is like a pretty cool place. And here we have the guide. Hey guys, welcome.
Ils connaissaient pas la voûte comme nous.
Non.
Look
C'est
at
ça,
that,
je
eh?
comprends pas quoi. C'est les dieux des astres, mais alors par contre sur la maçonnerie.
And here you can climb up the side.
Non mais c'est fou.
I've taken a lot of pictures here in the past. The first time I was here, I took some really cool pictures. I'll come back here later to climb it, but right now I want to get over to the main attraction and photograph that. So I just got off the bike again, and looks like we got another ball court. Second ball court. Oh, this is a nice one. Too bad they got it all roped off. This is one of those, I forget what it's called, but at the entrance they have this, I forgot the name for it. It's pretty cool though. And here, oh yeah, I've been to this ball court before. And I think this is supposed to be a skull. This one's a skull. Yeah, this is a skull. Nice and welcoming. Yeah. If you lose, you die. So those are the rings to the ball court. You gotta somehow get them through. I don't know how you would bounce that ball up there, man. That's like really high up. That ball must really have to bounce. Well, that was the second ball court. Let's look for the tall pyramid. So here we have the next ruin. What's it called? This one is Alexandre, which is the atypical building with a serial shape and non-structural staircase stands. That's for road crossing. Nice in front of the staircase. It doesn't kind of tell you what it's for. Not sure what it was. Could have been a tomb. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this was made for. Oh, this is one of those stalagmites. Looks like the original because it's pretty worn down. Man, this ancient stuff. You got to remember when they found this, it was covered in, it was covered in trees. And it was buried, so they had to excavate it. You know, it was all buried under rubble. And the locals who lived here, they couldn't care less. It was just a bunch of rocks. It was only when the Europeans realized, oh, this is cool. This is, it's got archaeological significance that they paid attention and they dug it up. So, good for them. And it gave them an economy, right? These guys have an economy now. They charge money, good money, for us to come here and look at this stuff, which they couldn't care less about. You don't see many locals wandering around here looking at these things. I mean, they've lived with it they just lived in abject poverty, and to them this is just a bunch of rocks. They don't identify with the culture, other than the fact that some of them do speak Mayan. Anyways, it's pretty nice. You can't really climb it. There might have been a way to climb it before, but it's all been kind of, rubbled. So it's kind of cool. All right. So apparently what that last building we looked at was a watchtower. Apparently it was built as a watchtower. So I think this might be the one. It could be maybe the one. The tallest pyramid in the Yucatan. Apparently. Let's see if that's true. Oh, look at that, eh? Yes, it is. This is the one that you can climb. They created a special little staircase. I could see it. Look at that, eh? Access. They've really kind of restricted it here with ropes and stuff. Eh? They just want to keep the crowds under control. I think they let you climb, but I think there's a... I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Definitely want to climb it soon. I don't want to wait too long with the heat. I have some energy right now. Got to queue up. For the, for once in Mexico, you queue up.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you do have to line up here and take your turn. ¿Cuántos de tiempo? ¿Cuántos puede durar para tiempo? 10, 20, ¿cuántas personas?
15.
15, solo 15 a las veces. So 15 at a time.
La cola.
They do 15 at a time.
La cola.
Up here.
What's the difference?
Well,
La cola.
It's much more colloquial.
you know,
Okay.
Much more colloquial. La cola.
it's better than nothing,
cola is-
right?
Hacer la cola.
Gracias. Okay, made it. So these guys are coming down and we're going up. So when I first came here, this was wide open, except they had roped off that so you couldn't just climb. But now they put like these proper wooden staircases. It's pretty cool. So now so it's pretty safe now. You got ropes, you got staircases. Archie, you did it, bro. You hit the top.
Hey, yeah,
I'm right behind you.
up there, man.
Yeah, bro. So, okay, let's get to the top. You can see it's a pretty steep climb. It's not, it's nothing too impossible, but should you be in good shape? Probably. You can imagine how these people climb this stuff. Okay, we'll see you at the top.
Tu redescends pour ta punition. Tu redescends.
So here we are on top of the Coba. ¿Cómo se llama este pirámide? ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo? Nohoch. Nohochmul. Nohochmul. Nohochmul is the name of this pyramid. Sacred. For the first time, I've been able to climb it. You made it. Been here, I think this will be my 4th time. I've been here to Coba, but I've never climbed it. This is the first time they let me climb it. It's very exciting.
You made it.
Look at that. What a beautiful view.
Everyone.
Beautiful view. Beautiful view.
Excellent. I'll share with you this picture.
Beautiful.
Someone who was the Almighty. No, it was someone who used to represent every natural
Energy.
power, energy. So there was somebody that used to represent them.
It's a little bit like Buddhism.
Yes, something like that. Huh? So here it's a much more about the souls, the tonality, the spirits. So this is that the symbol of God. Okay? Right, like from the nature, what comes from outside? The rain, the sun, and all that is to be applied down here. So that's what it symbolizes, those forces, those natural things touching the ground. Comes from above to the ground. Also that one you are going to see it in Tulum. Ready? Vámonos. Let's go down because we have to leave the other people.
Ah oui, il a fait une photo. Sinon,
Non, il a fait, il va me l'envoyer, je vais
on lui demande, on se met tous en bordure.
Là, il a fait.
Oui, mais comme ça, on
Il va
fait
nous, il va nous
c'est pas la même
l'envoyer.
chose.
Bah si, parce que lui, il a fait, il est dessus.
Il est dessus.
So it's done, guys. I've seen it. I've been here. You can't sit there. It's a sacred object. The stairs are a little kind of steep, so you have to make sure you do hang on to the rope. But it is definitely worth the climb. It's pretty cool. I think from here you could see the lookout, the watchtower, and you could see the immense jungle. Look at that jungle. Wow. The Yucatan jungle. So the Yucatan is apparently one of the spots where all the meteorites hit. Don't you know, if you believe in that whole dinosaur theory about the meteorites hitting and killing off the dinosaurs, if you believe in that. Anyways, meteorites did hit the earth, so that's not in dispute. But apparently many of them hit the Yucatan here, and apparently they are the ones responsible for all the sinkholes, and therefore the cenotes that you see here were made by the meteors that hit this area of the Yucatan, which is an interesting little side note. But I don't know if the Mayans knew about that. I don't know what they knew. I think they thought the sinkholes or the cenotes were actually like portals to the underworld, and that's another reason why they used to throw dead bodies in there. And they were actually really afraid of them. And if you you come here, you know, there's so many cenotes you can go to. There's so many beautiful cenotes. They've really commercialized them because, you know, they bring in a lot of money. Each cenote brings in anywhere from 200 to 300 pesos a visit from an individual, and the grand cenote can bring in as much as 500 pesos or 20 US dollars. So that's significant revenue, but you'll never see the locals swimming in them. Never. You'll see Mexicans from other parts, but never the local Yucatanian Mayan people swimming here. You will never see them. I don't know if it's because, you know, they're superstitious or they just think it's like gross. I don't know what they think. I've never asked them, but they will never swim in. There we go, almost done. Wow, this is quite a climb. Go. All done. Made it. And there we are. Right up there. Wow. That's quite an incredible climb. And I think there's another pyramid to see that we have yet to see. So when you're up there, they do give you, there's a guy up there, there's sort of on the right side, you can kind of see him. He's sitting down in the shade, and he gives you about 10 to 15 minutes to just do your thing, you know, take photos and rest and whatever, and then he kicks you out. You have to go down for the next crew. So they do like 15 at a time or so, as I was saying. And yeah, you know, it's good. It's nice to see that people are really happy about it. You know? I think it was a good idea to open it up. And I mean, it doesn't cost anything. I mean, look, they created that staircase, which isn't going to interfere with anything. And they put that up for you to climb, and it works. People are coming. So I think it was a good thing. Okay, guys, I think we're coming to the last pyramid, which is called the Grupo Macizok. ¿Estás perdida?
No, mi celular.
Oh yeah, this is where they have that beautiful that's cansada. This is where they have that beautiful, I forget what it's called, but it's really beautiful. Here, let's see if I can get a better shot without the rope. The entrance here, I don't know what it is actually. Probably if I look it up, it will tell me that this is like one of the groups of pyramids in this area. And there's another one. I've taken pictures of this before. I do have them in my records. It's crazy. I've been here so many times. It's nice though. It's nice to be in the jungle. Yucatan jungle is magical. It's not like anything else. Here we go. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. Like I said before, a lot of this is still like under rubble. They haven't cleared everything. They've only cleared a bit of it. I think just the important parts. If you look here, it's all just rubble. They'd have to excavate it and reconstruct it somehow. I don't think they're willing to do so, as it's more expensive. So I think they're just going to leave it. Whew. Wow. So, yeah, definitely a good idea. Either get a bike or have one of those guys ride you around. Because it is, you know, it's a big distance between these things. It's not like Chichen Itza where everything's together. There's a lot of space between the two, between all the important things to see. And we have another one. Again, I have no idea. I don't even, this probably, is it original? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I don't know if it's original or not. Oh, there's a lot of them here. There's a whole bunch of them. Hey. A whole bunch of them. There's a whole bunch of them here. It looks like there's like a lot of them. They're all over the place. Amazing. That one's really tall. Interesting. Stones, right? You can't make out anything on them. Maybe they're replicas, you know? Like I'm starting to look at that and I'm thinking, maybe these are replicas, man. They look a little too white for me. They look a little bit too white. This used to be somebody's home. I wonder what this area was about. I'm sure there's an explanation to it. It's an interesting little nook. Not sure what this area was about. Just walk around. Something interesting, I don't see any monkeys. I haven't seen a monkey in the Yucatan. I don't know why. Maybe there's not enough food here for them. I know further south in the biosphere, in Calakmul, you do have what they're called howler monkeys. But here, nothing. I don't know why. I haven't seen any iguanas, lizards. However, when I did visit the ruins in the south between well, there's a lizard, a little guy. When I visited the pyramids between Chetumal and Campeche, along that southern border, I did see a lot of animal life there. Some interesting animal life. Let's see what it has to say here. Buildings surrounded. Doesn't tell you what it was here for. It's just an aerial photograph. You really should redo these. Somebody needs to kind of revamp this place, man. You know, like put some money into it. Like revamp it. Give it some more life. Little things. I mean, nothing major, but just, you know, like explanations and pictures. You know, like something. Audio guides. You know, do something. I mean, the signs are good. It's nice to know there's signs here. All right, I think we've seen them, and it is it's about 20 after 11, and I'm going to see if I can bike back to the Colectivo to catch the 12 o'clock Colectivo, and they don't wait around. I wish the tourists were a little friendlier. So many of them kind of like not satisfied. But, you know, maybe they just want to be left alone. Look at that, eh? Okay. I think this is where we started. This is the exit. Cool. Let's boogie. At least they put out some garbage cans. That's a plus. I just love this jungle. It's such an amazing feeling being inside the jungle. You know, this is what it was like. I don't think the jungle's changed too much. It's low canopy. The trees here don't grow very high, which is weird. Maybe that's why there's no monkeys. The trees don't grow very high. Maybe monkeys need, you know, taller canopy. Wow. So I just turned in my bike and I'm walking out. to the Colectivo. It's I got lots of time. I got half an hour. So you can. So technically, if you're on a time budget, you know, and you want to be more efficient with your time, then it's best that you can take a 9 o'clock Colectivo from Tulum bus station. You'll arrive here around 10 something, 10:20. Walk here and you can walk here. It's not far. Get your ticket, and if you rent a bike and you're pretty efficient, like you ride well, you can do all this and be out of here by 11:29, 11:30, which leaves you half an hour to catch the bus or the Colectivo. So it can be done. Otherwise, you got to wait till 3. And I mean, I didn't want to wait till 3. So if oh, nice to have some postcards here. So if you didn't bring your camera, some postcards. Un colectivo allá, ¿no? ¿Colectivo?
Sí, sobre la avenida.
Sí, gracias. So, there's cafe, man. Might get a coffee here. Cafe, if it's not too fucking expensive. Some souvenirs, of course. Oh, look at that. You make smoothies?
Yes.
¿Cuánto? ¿Cuántos pesos?
De una fruta, 100 pesos.
100 pesos.
De más frutas va subiendo el precio.
¿Sí? ¿Y café? ¿Cuánto cuesta?
Tengo expreso y tengo americano. Están en 70 pesos.
60, ¿no?
70.
60. Ah, okay. 100 pesos for a smoothie is a little bit. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Take it or leave it. It's a tourist trap, so you gotta realize it. It is what it is. Here's the parking lot. I think, well, if you come here, you will have to pay for parking. So like I was explaining before, there's 2 charges. There's the park charge, and then the actual entrance to the site. And one was 120 and the other one was 210 for a total of 330 altogether. That doesn't include transportation or parking. I paid 100 pesos to get here, 100 pesos to get back. That's 200. So that's 310. So you're looking at about you're looking at about altogether 220, no, 210 plus 120, that's 330, 430, 530, 530 pesos altogether. Use colectivos, gracias. Colectivo.
Yes, over there.
Sí. Ah, la salida, okay.
Hola, amigo.
Hola, amigo. Yeah, colectivo. Altogether it's 5. Yeah. Just over 500 pesos for the whole thing. If you do it with a colectivo, not a car, it's 200 pesos transportation back and forth, 120 for the park fee, and 210 for the entrance, for a grand total of 530 pesos. All in. If you go to Chichen Itza, it's a lot more. It's a lot more. You're paying a lot more. But it's a once a lifetime, right? I've been to Chichen Itza a few times, but I took my son. Last time I was there was with my son. I had food poisoning. Bad food poisoning. I couldn't really enjoy it. But I think think I brought my son here too. Not sure. Maybe Ekbalam as well. I took him to a couple of ones. Anyways, yeah, that's it. So we'll get back to Tulum, and today's my last day. Tomorrow morning I leave for the airport. So I'm just gonna relax, chill, you know, fuel up, rest up, and yeah, head back. Oye, tu colectivo, ¿para aquí?
No, stop in the... ¿Habla español?
Sí, mas no para aquí, para las ruinas.
En el restaurante La Pirámide. Acá son 1 minuto, 2 minutos caminando.
Sí.
Sí, ahí para. No, esta es la única entrada.
Oye, tu colectivo para Tulum, ¿a dónde para?
Acá enfrente, a
Aquí
las
enfrente.
12 del día.
Ya, a las 12, ¿sí?
Sí, a las
aquí,
12.
¿no?
Sí.
Para aquí.
Sí, sobre esta calle bien.
Sí.
pasa.
Gracias. Yeah, he stops here. Yeah, he stops here. So, you know, the guy was telling me to go somewhere else, but I would have been screwed. Oye,
La ventaja de este lugar, yo soy guía. Traje a unos clientes. La
so
ventaja
if you
de
wanted
este
to
lugar
stick
es
around
que
longer, if you want to spend the
son
extra
las
3
únicas
hours,
pirámides en toda la
you could, after going to the pyramids, get a cab over here somewhere,
mucha gente le...
or an Uber, I think it's Uber, InDrive maybe, and it'll take you to the cenotes. There's a few cenotes in this area you could visit.
No, no adentro. Bueno, sí se puede ver adentro. Sí.
And basically, yeah, you have to take a cab and get the cab to wait for you. That would be like the best advantage, because trying to get a cab to pick you up in the middle of nowhere, it's a little bit more difficult. So I would hire a cab with the agreement that they would wait for you, and you would pay them accordingly. So you might hire them for a couple of hours, and they would just sort of drive you to cenote. They'd stay in the parking lot, wait for you. You go to the cenote, do your thing, come back up, and then go to another cenote, same thing. And I think there's 2 or 3 cenotes you could visit here that are pretty good. So that's what I would do if you're into the cenote thing. Welcome back. 7 o'clock, Tulum, Puebla. Just gonna look for a bite to eat. I could already smell the food. Smell spice. Just here on the main drag. Guys, I don't know if you noticed those guys, but they look pretty wasted. So they'll just walk on by. Don't want to cause any trouble. I mean, I can defend myself. I have no problem with that. But no one wants the hassle of what it brings on. You know, the police and so forth. And I just don't want to deal with it. My strategy for avoiding trouble is avoid it. Don't. I mean, if you can't avoid it, you avoid it. If you can't, that's another story, but if you can avoid it, avoid it. And don't be a hero. Don't be a hero. So, let me give you a rundown here, since it's my last evening, on Tulum. Should you come to Tulum in 2026? I'll give you some pros, then I'll give you some cons. The pros, besides the obvious, besides the sun, the Caribbean, Tulum, our prices for accommodations have dropped. So you're going to find that accommodations are going to be much cheaper. Much cheaper. Like I said, my room was really cheap. I'm sure you can find cheaper rooms. I saw near the bus station some hotel advertising 399 pesos a night. If you don't mind living, staying there. So you can save a lot of money now on accommodation. You could save a lot of money right now on accommodations. That is a good. I got nothing. That is like a positive thing. You're going to save money on accommodations. It's not as crowded. That's the second point. So you're going to be able to enjoy it a little bit more because it's not as crowded. Because when I was here before, it was kind of crowded. A lot of people. And now it's not crowded. Like I went to Coba today. Been to all these places and it's practically empty. Seriously. Practically empty. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So cheap hotels, less crowded is positive. That's probably it. Restaurants and food, those prices haven't changed. I haven't noticed. Raw Love and acai places are still expensive. Food here is kind of expensive. Unless you eat the street food like I do. Bicycles are about 100 pesos a day. I was renting a scooter for 400 pesos a day. Maybe that's a little better than normal. So that could be a plus. Now, the downside, and there are downsides. There's a few. Major downside is typical with Tulum is they monetize every joy, everything you can possibly find that gives you joy, they'll find a way to monetize it. So access to the beach club. Yes, there is public access, but it's complicated. You have to go on a website like I explained, get a reservation, do a screenshot, and then you got to pay your 120 pesos or whatever it is. You could walk there, but it's a bit of a walk. The ruins, it's like you're looking at 500 to 600 pesos to go see the ruins, and they're not worth it. In my opinion, they're not worth it. Go to Coba instead. The Coba ruins are a much better experience. So the prices, the prices and the fact that they try to get you, it's expensive. The taxis, same thing. So that hasn't changed too much. I haven't had any problems with the police. I haven't been pulled over. Haven't had any issues with that. So I can't speak to that part. I did follow the rules. I did wear the helmet and everything. So yeah, I was good with that. I'm gonna get hola, yeah. My favorite place, yeah. I'm gonna get a burrito. Sí, asado.
Burrito.
Sí, asado con horchata. Horchata, yeah. I'm gonna have my burrito asada with horchata. which is a great deal. These people are amazing. I love this place. Street food is the way to go. Street food is the way to go. And I get the horchata. I love these people. People are the best. I do love Mexican people. They are wonderful. They're unfortunately here. Gracias. Unfortunately, open this. Let's see if I can open this. See if I can. Okay. See if I can do this. And okay. Horchata. Horchata is like a drink made with cinnamon and rice water or something. Not a, but it's really good. So downside are the costs, the scams, the price of everything. Accessing the beach through the beach club. Beach clubs. Can't really get to the beach without the beach clubs. But you just say you're going to the restaurant. Oh, parking on the beach road. Beach road, you gotta park somewhere. Usually they charge you. However, if you go to Raw Love, like I did, across the street, you can park for free. So that's what I did. I park for free every day. Further up the road, near the a cow, that statue I think I showed you, you could park there, but you'd have to get a receipt from Starbucks or Haagen-Dazs. So if you get a coffee at Starbucks or something, then you got 2 hours for free. And there's little things you can do about it. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay for it. So the beach road, getting into the beach clubs, just say you're going to a restaurant, pick any beach club, and when when they see you at the gate, just say, hey, I'm just going to the restaurant. You're fine. Saying that, you get to the beach, and guess what? Seaweed. Stinky seaweed everywhere. Can't get away from it. Stinky seaweed on the sand, and when you're in the water, there's like that brown seaweed coming up to the shore. It's just, I don't enjoy it. I didn't see a lot of people swimming. Most people just lying there getting suntan. So it's not really, it's a drag. It's all the way down the coast. Access to the public beach, like I said, it's a drag. You can bike or walk. You just pay that 120 peso, I don't know, like forest preservation fee at the entrance of Jaguar Park. Jaguar Park. If you got a scooter, you got to book something inside. I booked that hotel called Icon, which you can do on the website, and it's free. Just register, take a screen grab, and then you get in with your scooter. But even then you still got to pay the 120. And then if you want to park your motorcycle or your scooter, you got to park it at a beach club, and they're going to ask you if you're going to get something to eat. You just say yes, you get a drink or something. That's about it. But it just feels like you gotta work around these hacks. In town, everything's as it was. It's just not as crowded. Collectivos are fine. Collectivos. I took a collectivo to the Coba today, like explained, it was 100 pesos each way. Getting around with collectivos is fine. Get a scooter. Bicycles, they're okay, but most of them are crappy. But I wouldn't want to ride them. They're junk. They're junk. So if you could get a scooter, that'd be great. Walking's fine, but it's just it's arduous and it's time-consuming. The restaurants are great. Street food's amazing. I encourage you to really get into the street food here. Look at all those Westerners over there. They're sitting there enjoying the street food. There's a whole bunch of them over there. Yeah, just get into the street food. That would be cheap. So it can be cheap if you go the street food route. You get a nice burrito for 120 pesos. Restaurants you can get some, like there's some taco restaurants on the other side where the locals go. You can get cheap food there too. But the other places, you know, they're going to be a little bit more elevated. There's a couple of restaurants that are more expensive. You know, you can try them. I went to a couple. They're fancy. They're nice if you got a date or if you're with somebody. It's kind of a nice sit-down place. So that's okay. And it's still not that expensive, you know. But anyways, yeah. So those are some of the pros and cons. So if you're coming here, this is what to look out for. Nothing's really changed much other than the hotel prices have dropped a bit and it's not as crowded, it's not as busy. That's about it. Other than that, everything else is the same. That's it. And I didn't even go to Playa this time, so I don't even know what the situation is there. But from glancing at booking.com, I noticed that the hotels in Playa were more expensive, which is unusual. Usually the Tulum prices are higher, but this time when I was looking, the Playa prices were higher. I don't know why. Anyways, that's about it. So I'm going to get my burrito here and enjoy that. And really look forward to it. So yeah, stick around. Night is still young. I have no idea what I'll be doing. Stick around. The burrito they give you. I got an asada, which is kind of like little bits of meat, just for the protein. And you can load up on all the condiments. There's a bunch of condiments here. You can load up here. So I'm going to load up on these. Salsa. Can I have a fork? Yeah, thank you. They got the beans here. Load up on the beans. ¿Este picante? Oye, ¿este picante o no?
Sí.
¿Poco o mucho? ¿Mucho picante?
Para mí.
Sí. Ah, gracias.
¿Te gusta el picante o poquito picante?
Medio, poco medio.
Este pica pero poquito. Por el limón lo deja poquito.
Este.
No pica.
¿Este es bueno?
Este pero pica poquito. Lo puedes probar así que mucho. Y este es el que más pica.
Mice.
Más.
Oh, that one's the hottest. Okay, I'll avoid that one. It's the guacamole stuff, which I really love. That's basically it. I mean, it's right on the road, so it's definitely not the most convenient. But hey, that's how it's done, bro. We're Mexico. That's how it's done. So I'm gonna enjoy this. All this was 120 pesos right here. 120 pesos from this place right on the main strip. I don't even know the name of this place. But you'll find it. It's on one of these corners. You just have to look for it. So what I did want to show here is, if you notice what he's doing, he's packing a bunch of pork up there. And basically, So there's this, historically, when the Spanish came here to conquer, already in Spain there was an Arabic influence in the food, and they had something called shawarma. You all know shawarma. It's basically, like this. And when the Spanish came here, they asked the Mayan, the indigenous people, to make them food. Now, since they didn't have hummus, they didn't have the typical, the pita and so forth, what they ended up doing was making tacos. So tacos is kind of like Mexican falafel or Mexican shawarma. Instead of a pita, they use a taco shell. And they'll fry up this meat in the same way like a shawarma and serve it to you. So it's kind of like an indigenous Mexican Mayan improvisation on the shawarma from in Spain. So it's interesting how the culture here kind of adapted and improvised with this shawarma dish they call al pastor or al pastor, which is like their pork. But they do other stuff like the asada, the steak. They do other stuff, and the burrito. It's all very much based on Arabic food. It's an interesting little piece of history. All right, guys. So that's it. It's a wrap. And I'm just about to go to bed. And this is it. Last night and tomorrow I make my way to the airport. Luckily my flight's in the afternoon around 5:30, so I got a lot of time to get there, and I really appreciate that. So I got a bus booked for about noon. It takes about 2 hours to get to the airport. I have a lot of time to be there. I'm going to hang out at the lounge and just take it easy and have a good lunch there. And yeah, that's it. Another one in the books. Tulum in the books. I don't know the next time I'll be coming here, to be honest, because I've come here a lot, and I think, I'm done. And I'll probably want to, if I come to Mexico, I'd like to go back to some other places that I've been to. I'd really like to go back to Oaxaca. Definitely a place I want to visit again. And let's see, let's see about that. Oaxaca's one place I'd like to see again. Probably some other towns around Mexico City like Querétaro, Tepoztlán, Taxo, and maybe Chiapas again. And maybe some other areas which I haven't really spent time in, like Veracruz, Monterrey. I haven't spent any time there. So anyways, thanks for watching this series. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all your support. And we'll see you on the next journey.